Because this is the future of our country. So if they don't get a chance to be educated about things like that, we may end up with another genocide. So we knew about that early, and we're working on that. The last is Aegis Student. As I told you, I'm an international program officer for Aegis Student. Aegis Student is a part of Aegis Trust, but Aegis is an international youth movement with 3M, campaigning, fundraising, and educating young people to prevent the genocide. We'll do a lot of stuff. One thing we do a lot of campaigning, try to push our government, parliament, to take actions where we see the signs of a genocide. We did a lot specifically with the British Parliament, encouraging them to take action on Darfur. We believe, as Aegis Trust, that Darfur is a genocide. So we push the government, the Parliament, take action to pass different laws which help Darfur survivors, when they come to UK, to be safe. We do a lot of campaign in different places about this. Also, we do fundraising to raise money in different parts. One thing we do, we sell stuff like this to raise the money, helping social program, education program, and different projects Aegis Trust is running in Rwanda. And the last we do, we have what we call Discover Rwanda, which is education. I told you, we do a lot of speaking tools in Rwanda and outside of Rwanda, like this, where we try to educate young people, students, about the genocide. Because, guys, we are the next future of our countries. So it's important that they learn and we learn about this. We have what we call Discover Rwanda. It's an education and volunteer group. We bring young people, students from different parts of the world. They come for 3 weeks in Rwanda, where we visit the memorials. All these guys say we visit them. We visit memorials, we visit survivors, we hear testimonies from them, but also we meet officially people in Rwanda who are working to help survivors, who are working to fight the ideology of genocide back home. It's good for students who are doing research, specifically, and it's really good. Each student get inspiration. We get our inspiration from the White Rose Movement. White Rose Movement was students during the Second World War. These students are from Germany, they are Germans. When Hitler was preaching the propaganda of killing people, when he was killing people, these students in Germany, they put together and they start this movement where they were sending letters and posters to different parts of Germany, encouraging people not to take part of killing. They killed them during the Second World War. Hitler killed them, but at least they tried to do something. As I finished, after the genocide, I saw what happened in my country. And I was always asking myself, what can I do to make sure this will never happen in my country and anywhere else in the world? I say, great, I don't have money, I don't have big experience, but I have time. So I started volunteering with different organizations back home, helping them, working with them. I have been a volunteer for 11 years now. Even on my tour today, I'm here as a volunteer. I travel different parts of the world as a volunteer, speaking to young people, speaking to different people, raising awareness. You can forget everything I say, but please go back with this part. How can I make a difference? I say I didn't say we. Because the most problem is, when we saw something happening, we always push to others. You see, it's the Prime Minister's job, it's the lecturer or teacher's job. Or when I grow up and become a Prime Minister or become something, I will do something about that. So we always push to others. Let me tell you something. We forget that if I don't care, I'm not expecting someone to care. So I want everyone to ask yourself this question. How can I make a difference in my community? Back home. Not we, because we say, how we, no, I didn't say we, I. we have seen a lot of people's life changing because one person did something. In South Africa, Mandela, I know everyone knows Nelson Mandela. Today South African people live together because Nelson Mandela stand and did something what's happening. You don't need to be rich to make a difference in someone's life or to make a difference in your community. No. Trust me, we know people have money and they do nothing. You don't need to have big experience, like 20 years in something, or travel to Africa and come with experience, or have a PhD or master's to do something. No. To transform someone, you don't need that. You don't need to be a star or something big, to do something, to help change someone's life. No. Because if it was that, I'll be sitting home today, waiting to one day when I become a star, when I have a lot of money, I'll start doing to schools. No. I find it's not that. You know what you need? One thing. Just one thing. To make a choice. That will, no matter wherever I am, I make a choice today, I'm going to do something to help someone. With the small opportunities you have, with who you are and where you're from, you can use that and change lives and the lives and lives and lives of people. Come on guys, if someone like Hitler can sit and plan, kill 6 million people, 6 million people, not only in Germany, the whole Europe, why it's really hard for you and me to help our neighbors or someone on the street? If Hitler can be able to kill 6 million, why would it be hard for us to help someone in our communities? It's just a choice. But is your choice positive or negative? You may ask yourself, how can I do this? How can I start? Okay, let me give you this example. 3 things. 3 things easier to start. Go back home, in your community, in your school, in your class. Share what you learned today. This is easy thing, right? You don't need a big press conference to do this, or big thing to do this. Go back home and where you live, share what you learned today. Because if people don't know something, they will not do nothing. They will do nothing on that thing because they don't know about it. People always ask me every day, why do you share your testimony? Back home, people don't like to talk about their testimonies. My mother, she will prefer to die in case of telling her testimonies. I push very hard my mother because I want to learn a lot about all our journey, I push her really hard to tell me most things I want to learn. But for me, I choose to talk about my testimony because I believe through my testimonies, people can learn what happened in my countries and make sure it will never happen in their communities or anywhere in the world. So go back, share what you learned here today. Second, make a sacrifice to help someone. Make a sacrifice to help someone. Example, I know all of us would like to go in the bar, we like to go in the restaurant, something like that. I always use this example. I like McDonald's. I say I like McDonald's. People are like, what? You like McDonald's? Yeah, I like McDonald's. I like it. Sorry, people. I like it. We don't have McDonald's in Africa. That's what I'm saying that. So, if you go to McDonald's 3 times, 2 times per week. Say this week I'm going once, this week, and the money, example, bar or McDonald's, the money I was using for the dinner day, I will save this money and donate to somewhere, in a charity, and somewhere. Trust me, everywhere you look, there's something to be done. You can give to the guy who you always see on the street. You may say, I don't have money. You have time maybe. Maybe, I have, let's say, 5 hours or 4 hours per weekend, on the weekend. I will take 2 hours and volunteer somewhere where I will make a contribution. You give your time, and your time can change someone's life. You give your money. You know, $5 can transform someone's life. Just $1 to $5. It's not a big deal for us, right? But it's a big deal to someone. If I give $5, you give $5, you give $5, we send a child to school, and this guy in the future will be CEO of the World Bank, and will be able to take his family. He will be able to pay school fees for his kid. Because me and you will make a sacrifice to help someone, and today this guy is someone because we did something. And this is the best thing you can do to someone. By small action. Last thing, take action. Stop watching things happening and ignore it. No, do something. Let me give you an example. I have a friend of mine, she's called Audrey. She's my coworker, she's the manager of my tools. She's not here, she's sick. She saw something, she's Canadian, she's raised in Toronto. She saw when Katrina was hitting the United States of America on the news. She was 19. When she saw it, she said, I'm going to state. Helping people there who are homeless, who lost their things, to help them, to volunteer them. She flew to state and helped them for a few weeks there, helping people homeless there. She didn't have any cousin there. She didn't have an uncle who suffered out, but she made a choice to go to help. By a small thing, but she changed someone's life. Let me give you an example. Do you know how many have heard about Romeo Dallaire? Oh, Romeo Dallaire. He's a Canadian. He's a senator in the federal parliament. Romeo Dallaire was the United Nations peacekeeper in Rwanda. During the genocide, the United Nations, they chose to move all the peacekeepers in Rwanda, they chose to move them out and go back to their house. They ordered Romeo Dallaire to go back home, back to Canada. And Romeo Dallaire told these guys, no, these guys need me. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying here. He made a choice. That choice Romeo Dallaire made, today there's 1,000 people in my country that Romeo Dallaire saved their lives. Those 1,000 people today they'll be dead if Romeo Dallaire has chosen to go back home. You see? Small choice, 10,000 people alive today. I encourage you to take actions. I read something a few weeks ago and I was like, oh my God, 18 millions of kids, they are buried every year in the United States of America. Do you know it starts with bullying, so small things. You end up killing each other. And people bully, and we just ignore it. Oh, they didn't bully my kids. Oh, they don't bully me. And we do nothing. I encourage you to back home take actions. Because this is, do you know how they change the world? When you choose to change, people around you, they land, oh my God, he has changed. And they start to change. The school changed, the community changed. And then when the community changed, the country started to run from you. I was like, wow, this community has changed. And the country changed. When the country changed the world. And that's how they change the world. From one guy, from this school, St. John, who made a decision today to change, and everyone's changed. From one guy like Nelson Mandela, people in South Africa are peaceful. From one guy, Romeo Dallaire, 1,000 people are living today. From your decision today, people will be changed. As I finish, I encourage you to join our campaign. We have a campaign where we're selling this for $5. It's just at the end of the desk. The money you buy this goes to help the education program in Rwanda. It's a campaign we're doing. Thank you very, very much. And I love you all of you. Okay, questions?